Hello, welcome all you studios, audience, fans, and people. Hello, let me give you all a good old ham hi. And welcome to Yo, You Like That, my new super special awesome talk show. Well, I have a special guest come in and they tell me something that they like. And then we talk about it together and it'll be like, yo, that's awesome. And that's the premise. Yeah, I could use like a little like audience clap button. Just imagine like an audience here going like, yeah, 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 go Zarataro, you're so great, yay. For our very first episode, we have our very special friend and guest here today. Uh, ba, 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 ba. We have drumroll please, bam, Kathy. Oh wait, 1 second. I have to.
There you
There you
go.
go. Okay.
I was like, where did I go?
Yeah, now you are back. Okay, I'm like, wait, you're there, but your voice is gone. I had to put your voice back in. The voice has been regranted. Hello.
I have manifested. Hello.
She is here from beyond the cat wolf hybrid
I
world.
yes. Hello.
Kathy, for all of our lovely guests at home, please introduce yourself. Tell them everything. Tell them more than you want them to know.
I don't know about that one, but hello. I am KathyKatsu. That will be too, as Zarataro mentioned, and I guess I was the first guest invited. Totally not nervous.
Yes, first guest invited. Totally not the first guest that accepted. No, 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 no. You are first on my mind because we're in this game early on together.
Hey,
First collab partners, first talk show partners. We got this.
let's go.
So, let's see. When we were talking, I asked you what was a game that you like, and you picked the awesome, the super special, amazing Fire Emblem Awakening. Da 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 da.
As a Fire Emblem fan, I had to pick Awakening. Despite,
I think
a lot of veteran fans don't really like this game.
it's fine. You know the best thing about liking stuff is that it doesn't matter if other people like it.
Indeed.
Heck yeah.
It truly be like that.
So, how did you discover Fire Emblem Awakening? Like, what kind of like brought you to the game?
Oh, there's kind of story to that. The thing is, I discovered the game through a friend in middle school who would constantly talk about the Fire Emblem franchise. I only really got to first try the game during middle school prom, where he brought his 3DS for me to play, and I spent the entire night playing the game while sitting on the couch.
Yo, I love that story. That story is a mood.
Exactly.
I feel like
I was like, let's go.
I feel like I would have been on the other side of the couch, probably playing like Mega Man ZX or something.
Just chilling in there playing video games.
Heck yeah, socializing. What's that?
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
I got stuff to do. I got stuff to be.
I got a game to play.
Well, that's cool. Was it your first Fire Emblem game? I assume then.
Yeah, it was my first Fire Emblem game.
Okay.
I totally didn't know about the franchise. I knew Fire Emblem because of what do you call it? Smash Bros. I think it's Brawl, right? The Wii one?
Oh well, Marth and Roy have been there since the first
Yeah,
one, but yeah, but Brawl is like the Wii one,
yeah.
yeah.
I know Martha and Roy have been there since the first one, but it was through Brawl, the Space Emissary mission. It was like, oh, these guys look cool. Who are they?
They are cool, and yeah, a lot of people were wondering who they were whenever they first showed up in
they
Smash.
look cool. Who are these people?
It's like, yo, sword guy, man, this Link looks weird. When did Link have red hair on?
Where did this recolor Link come from?
Must have been like a fighting game I never got to play. Oh man.
Yeah, it must have been like a Japan only game.
No, but yeah, Fire Emblem is a really fun series, and I want to say that Awakening, despite it like getting a lot of like critical backlash, it did like bring a lot of people. It almost awakened a lot of interest here in the West.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was the game that saved the franchise. Actually,
especially after Shadow Dragon.
Yeah.
We don't talk about
We
Shadow
don't talk
Dragon.
about Shadow Dragon. I mean, in general, the franchise was gonna die with Radiant Dawn. Because Radiant Dawn didn't do very good in the West, like at all.
You know, I worked at a retailer during that
Mhm.
time, and probably the reason Radiant Dawn didn't do very well is my store got 2 copies of Radiant Dawn on release, and we never got another copy of
Oh
Radiant
my
Dawn
god!
ever.
It's just like, here, 2 copies, that's it.
That's all you get. That's all you get.
Not
I bet it wasn't
even.
much different at other stores.
Oh my gosh, no. Maybe that's why they're so pricey these days.
And very much, I believe that very much so.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like the Wii had like the Nintendo Select games back in
Mm.
the day, the ones that would like be price dropped down to $20.
Yeah.
So if they did that, they probably would have sold a lot more. You
Feel,
know, just put some
yeah.
copies out there.
Oh, that's definitely been the case. But here's the funny thing. Even with 3 houses, the price of those has not gotten down.
No, Fire Emblem games are only gonna go up.
Yeah.
Forget stocks. Invest all your money in Fire Emblem games,
Oh my
everyone.
god, yeah. My
So
case.
what about it? What about this game? Do you find like the most enjoyable? Like, it sounds like you play some other Fire Emblem games. Like, what about this
I
one?
played
Is the one that's
around.
like this is top?
Okay, what I find most enjoyable about this game is how accessible it is. Because even people that are not too versed in RPGs can find this game enjoyable. And also the characters are pretty enjoyable. And you know, there's a variety of characters, so you can at least find one that you may like.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like the cast of characters is wonderful. Who's your favorite?
My favorite, Frederick, all the way.
Frederick all the way.
Yeah.
You heard it here. Kathy is a Frederick main.
Frederick all the way. He's very endearing, and the over exaggerated trait of being devoted to Crom was always funny and entertaining to watch.
All right, everyone. Well, all of you artists, get your fan art started now. Kathy X Frederick.
Frederick. So here's the thing, Frederick is my favorite. The Awakening has a very peculiar thing that I believe no other Fire Emblem has, where
Oh,
you
what's
have
that?
to get Crom married. And if you don't get him married, he's going to automatically marry like the person he has the most support points with. So I was
Oh.
playing as female Robin, and I didn't know this. So my first run got ruined because I was forced to marry
No.
Crom.
Ah, shotgun wedding.
I was
Oh
like,
man.
no. And nobody
You,
told me
you want to
about this.
know? You want to know what's kind of crazy? It's actually not the first game that actually had like the hookup system. The Super Nintendo Genealogy of the Holy War actually was the first game that involved like relationships and children
Oh, yeah,
in
I've
a Fire
heard
Emblem
about it.
game.
But I
But
didn't know
it's a
if they like
lot.
automatically get
It,
married, or you can choose.
I think it's an auto. Like the storyline does require like someone at a point, but I think you can kind of choose before
Mm,
then.
yeah. I never
But
played
Genealogy of a
Genealogy.
Holy War is a hard game. Like the fields in that game are like 3 times as big as like any Fire Emblem field I like regularly.
I
It's
mean,
insane.
I think
Everyone starts on horses.
everyone gets a horse. You get a horse. You get a horse. I mean, I think Genealogy is one of those games that a lot of people want to adapt to. Here's the thing, I don't think it's gonna get an adaptation because of the themes that the game has.
Yeah, I hear that one's a bit rough. And
Yeah.
like uh, with the remakes, like Shadow War, like it sold well enough, but it was received kind of poorly. So much that we didn't actually get the second one on the DS, which was a remake of the third one, Mystery of the Emblem.
Oh yeah, that one was.
And that was actually the first Fire Emblem that let you make your own avatar character.
Yeah, Chris.
So, yes.
Yeah, Shadow Dragon. It did not do well.
Which is almost a shame because I went back to it after playing that the Famicom port that they had
Oh,
released for
yeah.
the Switch like over Christmas. I'm like, let me go back to Shadow Dragon after how miserable of a time I had playing the Famicom version. I'm like, oh, Shadow Dragon's not bad, you know. When you stop and look at this one, oh,
No, the art
who would
style
have
is
guessed?
so tough to look at.
I think the first stream I watched of yours was you actually playing like the first Fire Emblem, and I'm like, oh, you have to find like this one pirate guy, and you're like, oh, is it this pirate guy? No. Is it this pirate
they
guy?
all look
No.
the
Is it this
same.
pirate guy? I can't tell which pirate guy I need to recruit.
Oh, and the recolor sprites, man. like the same guy with like different color hair.
It's like you're trying to give the rose to the pirate you want to keep, but just all the pirates look the same. It's like
Yeah.
no.
I have to literally check like every single one of these to see which one it is.
It's so funny.
It was kind of sad that Marth did not look good in any of his games.
Oh, what? You didn't like the whole like Roman fairy boy kind of thing? Like
The
Nintendo
pantless
Nintendo
Marth.
was Nintendo was all about no pants back in the
Oh
day.
yeah, the pantless Marth era. We don't talk about those dark days.
Nothing but air. Stupid sexy Marth.
That's why all the enemies were after him, because those legs were exposed.
This Marth has legs for days. He must be the chosen hero.
Yeah.
Everyone, go after
all
him.
The enemies are like, oh, look at them legs. Let's go after him.
They're so smooth. How often do you shave, Prince Marth? Daily. Why do you think there's a break in between missions?
How many treatments do you use for those smooth skin?
Smooth skin.
Oh no.
So, when it comes to Awakening, would you recommend it to any other people of avid game playing skill and knowledge and attention?
Totally recommend this game for people that are into strategy and turn-based RPGs, or if you simply want to get into the Fire Emblem franchise. It is very beginner-friendly, and it's also the perfect length, so it doesn't overwhelm the players with an insane amount of chapters. I'm looking at you, Radiant Dawn. Or that it feels too short, that it may feel that it's not worth the price.
That is fair. This was also the game that introduced the casual mode.
Yeah.
You want to break down what the casual mode compared to the previous mode was?
Okay, so casual mode is basically that people don't die when they're killed.
People do not die when they are killed. I have been lied to all my life.
That is the simplest way to put it. Because Fire Emblem is known for its permadeath system. People actually do die when they're killed originally.
And they are gone for the rest of the game.
Yep.
All of their equipment too.
So your
sorry,
decisions matter
sorry,
a
Steelbreaker sword.
Like, oh, that person died. It was your fault because you sent them over there.
What's that? The final boss can hit with like a 8 square radius, and you have to have someone distract him. Well, he's gonna kill the one person no matter what.
Exactly.
There goes your perfect ending.
Gotta get good.
Gotta get good.
Get the skills.
But yes, no, it is definitely like a good hop on, and it is still available for purchase on the 3DS store before the DS store goes away,
Gotta get a quick.
unless of course you find methods. The internet is it's a broad
What
place.
was that phrase? The 3DS is really easy to like hack.
The 3DS is really easy to mod. Yeah, I love that meme so much.
Yeah, that meme. The 3DS is very easy to mod.
They like splice it into the subtitles for the Sakurai YouTube show, and it's like, yes, this is my aesthetic. I
An
approve.
amazing intro to this YouTube channel.
But yes, Fire Emblem Awakening, and how do you feel about the future of Fire Emblem going forward?
So we're probably talking about Engage here.
We're talking about Engage.
Yeah, it's like the newest game. I actually like Engage. I know some people don't like the aesthetic because it looks quote unquote too bright. Because I believe that the team that works in the Atelier series is working on Engage. So
the Gust artist.
Yeah.
Gust does very pretty art.
Yeah, which is why some people are like a little bit on the fence about Engage. But I honestly like the art style. They're like testing new things that honestly look very interesting. For example, they're actually being, more versatile in the animations. They're actually doing way more with the animations rather than just like a simple punch and kick with like people that like brawl and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've seen like a few teasers they released.
Yeah.
They look pretty nice. I will admit that the protagonist's hair did catch me off guard. Because I know some people were like, I don't know about this. Which
I was one of the people that I saw the main character's hair, and I'm like, I'm in. I don't know what kind of game this is, but yeah, no, I'm totally down for this. Red and blue all over. Let's dance this world like
Pepsi
no one's
Kun
watching.
and Toothbrush Chan.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely interesting. I'll tell you that. Because, red and blue, I feel, are very Fire Emblem colors, right? They
Right.
probably saw, like, Roy and they saw Marth, and they were like, what
That
if
that's
we just
exactly what I was
mesh them
thinking of.
together?
It's like the two characters that sold it to the West, the blue and red, the red only, blue only. Yeah, your
Yeah.
Dante and your Virgil.
What if we just mesh them and bam, protagonists?
They went ahead and got ahead of all of the fan artists. It's like, nope, we're gonna pre-mesh the colors.
Yeah, I gotta mesh them. It's
No,
definitely unique. I'll
it
give them
looks
that.
neat. I like the idea about how they're like incorporating like almost like the Persona-esque way of like being able to like incorporate like equip the spirits of other Fire Emblem
Oh
characters.
yeah, that was a very interesting concept. Because yeah, Fire Emblem does not tend to cross between timelines. Uh, Awakening did, because there's like additional maps where you can get like heroes from other games.
Oh yeah, Awakening was the first Fire Emblem game that had DLC. That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah. But people don't really use it, I feel.
And
It's kind of
that type of
layered.
game, it doesn't really need it.
It's not really needed. It's kind of like, I guess if you're bored and you want to explore more of Awakening, I guess there's that. But no one
I
really.
mean, it's going to be hard to defeat the Fire Emblem characters showing up in that steampunk game, the 3DS game. Oh, my brain. What is it called?
Which one?
It's like you play as like Abraham Lincoln and it's
Yeah.
like steampunk. Someone in the chat, help me out. I'm
cannot.
floundering
I
here.
don't
I'm
know.
floundering. Someone in the chat will save me.
I don't know which game that is. Abraham Lincoln? Nope, I have no clue.
The chat won't save me. No. Steampunk
Oh,
3DS
no.
game with Fire Emblem amiibo support.
Google the savior.
Codename Steam. That was it. It was called Codename Steam.
Oh, Codename Steam.
It's not a fake game, Toaster. It's a real game.
It kind of did sound like a fake game.
It sounded like a fever dream. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what is that? It does sound kind of like a fever dream. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sometimes all of the knowledge in my brain is like books, and sometimes the shelf falls over. So
It just sounds like you meshed different games and just created a game. I was like, what are you talking about?
I missed my calling as a idea brain guy. What if I just say random words together? We'll make it.
We'll make it. There you go. Like mesh concepts, and bada bing, bada boom, you have your game.
There we go.
Hey.
Now, does anyone in the audience have any questions in regards to Fire Emblem or for Kathy here?
Any questions? I'll take them. Bring them on. See how gives you played and pitches you have given. Exactly, that's what he's doing.
It is one of my very many powers. Zarataro has many ham powers. 174 to be exact.
That's a very exact number of powers. What are your powers?
Power number 1 is being very forgetful about all the other powers I have.
I felt that one.
The other powers come up as like the MacGuffin to help solve the episode of the day. So
Every blue moon, he acquires a new power. Or he remembers an old one.
Let's see. Toaster would like to know is what would you like to see in the future from the series? Is there a concept or cool feature that you would like to see implemented?
Well, there is one that comes to mind.
Ooh, go on.
And I really like the system in Persona where you can like interact more with the characters and stuff like that.
Oh.
I feel I would like to see that, but I'm not sure if it will be able to be implemented because Fire Emblem is one of those games with a big cast. So
Three Houses kind of does something like that, right? It's not the same as in Persona where you have like the different like locations or different areas they can like go to help boost different ways. But it's probably the closest to like a social like
I think it's
interaction
three houses
system.
with the T, but that's about it. But I would like to have more activities, I guess, to be able to do with the
Yeah,
characters, get to know
be
them
able to
more.
like be able to go to town and watch like a play or
Yeah,
something.
that'll be really cool.
Oh, or get a few characters together for like a band for a talent show.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. Oh no. In fact, let's just get a whole like music incorporation. Let's get like a rhythm mini game in this fight. Okay, that's my answer, Toaster. I want a rhythm game inside Fire Emblem. Let's go.
A small rhythm game
Can we
would
do
be
that?
nice.
Can we do that? Like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy have rhythm games. Let's get Fire Emblem.
But let us have that, please, intelligent systems. It would be really cool. I mean, I think they're trying to implement something like that in Engage, but we still don't know how much they're going to go with that idea. We don't know like how far they're gonna take it.
That is true. That said, though, like Fire Emblem has just been on the rise since Awakening, so
Yeah.
there's only good stuff going forward here, and I am excited to see what else is in store. I am curious because normally they don't usually go back on things because the school system was like really popular in Three Houses. I think it helped Three Houses become the best-selling one.
Mm.
If there's going to be like a camp or town or some kind of like hub world in Engage that will involve the characters interacting with like
Well, I
the
feel like
the
there
previous
is.
character spirits.
They did show a bit of it in the trailer. I feel like we're gonna have that.
How do Fire Emblem stats match up to band stats? So the mages, right? Your mages are going to be your percussion, right? Um, and the healers, right? They're your baritone.
I don't
Um,
know, plan.
you can tell I don't know music very well. I just know words. It's like fighting games. It's like oh yeah, no, your archers are your mix-up, right? Right, they do your bread and butter, and then they go up into like your combo, right? You have to like roll into your infinite.
It's just like coming up with it on the spot.
Oh wait, no, bow and arrow could be cello. They could be your strings.
Oh yeah, that could
Yeah.
work.
There you go. See, I'm already halfway making it up as I go along.
Here you go. The idea is a possibility now.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
Well, Kathy, I want to thank you again for coming to join me on the first episode of Yo, You Like That.
Thank you for having
Did
me.
you want did you want to plug anything that you are doing?
Well, I'm currently doing some spooky games for October over at
Yeah,
my
Peppa
channel.
Pig, let's go.
Yes, we are having spooky games. So if you want to stop by my channel to watch that, knowing that I'm not very good at spooky games.
Look forward to it. I know I am.
Oh, but I don't know
All
how if
right.
I'm looking forward for it.
Well, thank you again. Let me give you a good old ham high, and I will be seeing you later. Bye, Q.
Bye bye.
All right, now I will be right back after a short little break, and I will be back with our next guest. Hold on one moment.